suddenly I don't know what to do with myself. But hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Abby. I'm chronically online. I read a lot of books, so today I'm gonna be a little, oh my god, there's a bee outside. But today I'm going to be a little toned down because everyone's home and it's almost 4 o'clock. But anyways, today we're going to be going over all the books I read in March. And March was such a good reading month. Let me tell you, the stats, I read 11 books, 3,000 pages. The stats are cool. I'm so happy about it. Noelle, what the fuck are you looking at? I don't know why I'm oh my god, there's a bee right there. Oh, it's scared. I'm gonna start crying. It wants me. Anyways, we're gonna try this again. Bro, that motherfucker. Oh my god, it's like a wasp, I think. Even my cat is looking at it. Oh, it's stalking me for real, bro. But anyway. First book, Fracture Me by Tahereh Mafi. I read it for the first time last year. And because the new Shatter Me book is coming out later this month, I'm rereading all the books. Unfortunately, I had to reread this one. If you've read this book, you know how bad it is. 2 stars. It's 2 stars not because the writing is bad, because I love Tahereh Mafi. Her writing is like one of my favorite of all time, but because of the book's contents. If you know, you know. It's from Adam's point of view. Fucking hate Adam, let me just tell you. Adam is so fucking insufferable in this book. I don't even want to dwell on it. She did such a good job writing this because I actually hated Adam. I still low-key hate him, but I feel like because the new book is like set 10 years in the future, maybe he had a 180. I don't know, maybe he turned his life around. He's got 2 kids now, so I mean, still. Adam is a piece of shit. I hated being inside his mind. It was very misogynistic. I don't know, just reading from his point of view, I think Adam's problem, I think he wants someone he can take care of and look out for. At the same time, I think it's like about a control thing because he's never had like control of his life before. So he wants to be able to like control something, and that being Juliet. That's what gives his life meaning, I guess. I don't know. Adam, low-key spoilers, I'm sorry. Adam preferred Juliet to be, like, submissive and helpless. Yeah, and I just hated the way he talked about her in this book. It was very shocking. Honestly, when I started reading Shatter Me, I was, like, indifferent to Adam because somehow along the way I knew that her endgame was Aaron, so I didn't, like, pay too much attention to Adam. Reading this book, in his mind, I hated it. Absolutely not. He's just a big old whiny little bitch in this book, and he didn't get his way, and nothing pisses me off more than whiny little bitches. If it were up to me, she'd be back on base with James where I knew she'd be safe, but she wouldn't listen to me even if I asked her to. Kenji and Castle are always blowing smoke up her ass when they shouldn't, and honestly, it's dangerous. Probably not good to make her think she can do this kind of thing when really it'll probably get her killed. She's not a soldier, she doesn't know how to fight, and she has no idea how to use her powers. Not really. Which makes things even worse. It's basically like giving a toddler a stick of dynamite and telling him to walk into a fire. So yeah, I'm worried. I'm really worried something is going to happen to her, and maybe to us by extension. But no one ever listens to me. Next book I read was Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi. 5 stars. It's so hard to rank them because they're so good. You learn more about Aaron in this book, thank God, and it humanizes him. So, I'm all for that. Juliet took her whiny behavior, multiplied it by 3, and gave it all to Adam. Adam is ruthless in this book. So bad. Honestly, Juliet just embraced her girl boss in this book, and I'm so happy for her. Honestly, I could go on for hours about how much I hated Adam in this book, but I won't, so I'm having a good day. I'd rather not talk about him. Next book is The 1 Month Boyfriend by Roxie Noir. 4 stars. It was a part of my TBR jar picks, my March reads. I enjoyed it so much. Honestly, sometimes when I was reading it, I honestly forgot that I was reading it, and I would just be reading it for hours, you know? Like fake dating. Fake dating might be one of my favorite tropes now. It just kind of hits, you know? And they were fake dating to make her ex jealous, and they low-key hate each other. Not really. It was a misunderstanding. It was very slow to begin with, and it made me doubt that I would like enjoy reading it. But once things picked up, It was so good. And in the beginning of the book, there's a scene where he like helps her through a panic attack. And honestly, I need me that. They ended up thinking they were enemies, but really they just had a little miscommunication many years before. And honestly, they grow really fond of each other. I love that for them. Also, Loki spoilers, like they're fake dating, right? And once they realize that they actually like really like each other and they should like date for real, they don't make a big deal out of it. But no, they're just like, I think I might date you for real now. And they're like, okay, fine by me. Let's do it. Good book. You should read it. Next book is another reread, Restore Me by Tahereh Mafi in the Shatter Me series. I gave this 5 stars. I'm rereading all these books, right? But this one, when I was rereading it, it felt like I was reading it for the first time again because it was just so shocking and insane. It was absolutely mind-blowing. Like, there's just so many books in the Shatter Me series that I forget how it happens in chronological order. But the ending of this book, the fucking ending of this book, reading this for a second time, I guess I don't hate Adam as much as I thought I did, but I still have a little bit of hatred there for him. I will not lie. He wasn't as bad in this book. He's still a little petty, but he needs to get over it. Honestly, the first time I read this series, no one could convince me Adam was a likable person. I did not like him. I have a personal vendetta against him. But no, I guess he's okay. He said a few fucked up things, but we'll see in the new book. Next book was a part of my TBR jar picks, my March reads, Meeting at the Altar by Kristine W. Joy. I gave this 2.75 stars. Bailey and Sawyer are on a reality TV show supposed to be marrying strangers that are like picked especially for them because they're like the perfect match. It ends up being each other, and turns out they have some history. He stood her up at prom. She's got a grudge. It was cute and steady. What's the term? I think it's like a closed door romance. There's like no, fun stuff. It was very cheesy and demure. And it kind of felt like insta love, but also not. Is it insta love if they were once like really fond of each other in the past? It was a cute read. A little underwhelming. I can understand why another person would enjoy this book. So that being said, 2.75 stars. Next book, Shadow Me by Tahereh Mafi, another reread, 5 stars, because it's from Kenji's point of view. I thank God and Tahereh Mafi for writing a character like Kenji, because he is such a gift to the book community. I love him. Oh shit, let it go. Let it go. As I was saying about Kenji, being inside his head is both a blessing and a curse. Like, that's my baby boy. Don't hurt him. And his interactions with Nazira in this book, stop. Stop. Like, stop. Stop. I hope him and Nazira are together in the new book, because they were honestly just chasing each other in circles throughout this series. Protect Kenji Kishimoto, please. Anyways, moving on. Next book I read, The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. 3.75 stars. I read it both on my Kindle and listened to it. One of my mutuals on Twitter has like 70 copies of this book, and the collection grows like every week, so I needed to read it and see what all the hype was about. This was one of the books I wanted to read for 2025, so I'm glad to get that off the list. The fucking sun just went out. What? This was so shocking. Life could be so fun and peaceful if you didn't have a bitch named Henry in your ear filling your head with all his ideologies, because he is so fucking annoying. Shut the fuck up. Literally, do you ever stop talking? And the sun is coming back out. I once saw one of the movies being listed as a psychological horror, and after reading the book, it makes so much sense now. Because the shit that went down in this book is actually horrifying. Because what? But yeah, I understand why people enjoy this classic so much, and I might not be able to appreciate it to its full potential, but I did enjoy it to some extent. Yay! But I know if I was just reading it on my Kindle or paperback, it would take me forever to get through. I'd probably be fighting sleep trying to get through it, you know? The next one is, I think, strictly an audiobook. It is the Twin Peaks tapes of Agent Cooper. 5 stars. I started watching Twin Peaks earlier this year. I'm actually quite enamored with the show. I think I'm halfway through the second season right now. I love Dale Cooper. Like, he's actually Pookie. I love him. And in the show, he's kind of like a little vlogger. Like, he has this tape recorder that he records, like, audio diaries. He just like vlogs his experience in Twin Peaks, and Twin Peaks is like a really strange town. And so I was talking to my friend who introduced me to the show. I was like, oh my god, I love whenever he talks to his little tape recorder. Like, I wish someone would put like a compilation together of all his tape recordings. They told me that an audiobook actually exists of all his like tape recordings to his Agent Diane, I think. I had to listen to it. It's very short. It's like 45 minutes long. It was so fun because, I don't know, it just made everything more realistic. Like, I actually feel like I'm listening to a special FBI agent and his experience in this weird ass town. Next book I read, Defy Me by Tahereh Mafi. 5 stars. So chaotic. You get whiplash by all the different point of views and new information being thrown your way. The emotional and physical pain I felt while reading this, stop. The first time I read it, heartbreaking. And honestly, it's hard to talk about this book without spoiling it because it's just a lot of information is revealed in this book. Like, that's like the whole point of this book. It's just so deep into the series, but I absolutely loved the way it ended. It was so cute because Aaron Warner got his birthday. He got his own birthday party. If you know, you know. Aaron deserves a birthday party. Second to last book I read in March was Reveal Me by Tahereh Mafi. This was 4 stars. I think it's strictly from Kenji's point of view, if I'm remembering correctly. I literally read it like a week ago. Reading this book again, he gives me so much anxiety in this book because not only does he have anxiety in this book, but he's projecting it onto me, you know? Him and Nazira are chaotic and funny and cute. Love them in this book. Kenji and Nazira, they have like this gravitational pull to each other, and no matter how much they want to deny it, that they have this like pull to each other, it's there. They can't do anything about it. It's there whether they like it or not, whether they can make any sense out of it, you know? I'm just prepping for the last few books because it's so intense and so emotional, and I'm just like, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I pull through? I started Imagine Me yesterday. I'm like 20% through. 2 more books until Watch Me, until I can finally get my hands on this new content. Yes. And the last book I read in March, The Right Move by Liz Tomforde. Don't even play with me right now. Let's talk about it. 5 stars. Other than my rereads, this is probably my second 5-star in the year. So, last month or so, I tried to read Mile High. As I was reading the first chapter, I was like, oh my god, he gives me such an ick. Like, he's giving fuckboy energy, and I don't know if I can, like, stand to read from his point of views, you know? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, not read this book. Like, if this is how the rest of the books in the series is, then I don't want to read it. But my friend, she suggested that I skip the first book and just read the second, which is The Right Move. And it was the right move. Pun intended. So yeah, I buddy read it with Cece. Oh my god. It was so good. Like, honestly, the first 2 chapters, a little slow. And then when I realized everything that was gonna happen and where we were going, like fake dating, shut up. Literally, I read 55% of this book in the first day, and I probably would have read more if I didn't start feeling so sick, because the day I started it, I was up for so many hours. Because I was buddy reading it, I didn't finish it till like 3 or 4 days because I wanted to keep up with my Pookie. Ryan, Shay, Indy Ivers, Indy has to be one of my favorite female main characters in a book series now, because I see a little bit of myself in her. She's perfect. I loved her so much. And Ryan Shea has made his way onto my book boyfriend list. So, step. Stop. I felt so much joy reading this. Oh my god. It really made me fall in love with reading again. Like the feeling of just wanting to read nonstop, not wanting to like put a book down, not wanting to sleep. I love that feeling. And this book gave me just that. And Xander's and Stevie from the first book, they're so cute in this. And because they're so cute, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna force myself to read Mile High. As a palate cleanser, I'm reading Mile High in April, in between all the books I have to read. That was all the books I read in March. I'm so glad I had a good reading month. It was a good reading month. I'm proud of myself. And now it's April, and I'm so excited for April because 2 books are being released this month. The new Emily Henry and the new Shatter Me book. I get to reread my favorite Emily Henry book, which is Beach Read, because it was in my April TBR jar. I'm really excited for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you decide to pick up any of these books from my experience, my recommendation. I'm going to be filming a reading vlog for the new Shatter Me book. Also the new Emily Henry book. Flare up or not, I'm low-key flaring up right now if you couldn't tell. My eye right here, low-key flared up. My cheeks right here, low-key flared up, but it's fine. We stick to the grind, you know? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night or afternoon, wherever you are. Yeah, goodbye.